I'm not a sissy or a mama's boy.
And I don't do figure eights.
Or wear tights.
Or cry when I don't win.
I do know Elvis, Kurt, and Brian from Canada, and they are really, really nice.
I have judges.
Not linesmen.
I wear a costume.
Not a uniform.
And it's called dancing.
Not prancing.
I proudly look back at Canada's history in this great sport. I believe in quadruple toe loops, not triple overtime. Triple axels, not double minors.
An artistic impression is a truly proud and noble pursuit. A left is a jump, and a camel is a spin.
And a 6.0 means perfection.
Until they change a judging system.
He throws me, not the ball.
There's no helmet or pads. But yes, it definitely is a sport. I am a figure skater, and I am at Canadians.
She's grown up in front of us here at Nationals from that surprise victory 7 years ago. And through some hardships. Jennifer Robinson is now the veteran of the field, and tonight she's poised to make history. Welcome to Saskatoon and the 2003 BMO Financial Group Canadian Championships. It's Super Saturday, always a very special night at Canadians, and tonight should be no different. And hi, everybody. Welcome to Saskatchewan Place. I'm Dave Randorf. One of the big storylines heading into this week at Nationals was that 2 new champions would be crowned and possibly 2 new eras would begin in the men's and the pairs competition. But so far, nerves have played a big part. It was certainly a big factor in the pairs competition and so far in the men's as well. With the favorite Emmanuel Sandhu faltering badly in the short program, he is 3rd coming into tonight. But keep this in mind. 2 years ago at the Nationals in Winnipeg, Emmanuel Sandhu was in 3rd spot when he came from behind with a spectacular free skate to claim his lone national title. Can he do it again? We'll find out tonight as we show you the men's free skate. We'll also take you back a day and show you the original dance and a very special skate by Shailene Bourne and Victor Kratz. They are the leaders. You'll see that and an interview they did with Tracy Wilson. That's all coming up, but we're going to begin our 3 hours of coverage tonight with the ladies' free skate. And will this be another night at the Nationals for Jennifer Robinson? Jennifer Robinson is the leader after the short program. She's going for her 6th national title and her 5th in a row, something that hasn't been done in almost 70 years. Michelle Curry, very strong in the short program. She's in 2nd place, and as you look at the rest of the standings, all these ladies, some young, some have been here before, once again chasing the veteran of the field, Jennifer Robinson. All eyes will be on her again tonight. And as mentioned, that is where we are going to begin. So let's take you upstairs now without further ado to Rod Black and Tracy Wilson.
Well, thank you, Dave. I don't know if it's the weather, but I think the theme this week is chill. People got to chill out because the nerves have played havoc. And I know you're nervous, Steve. Everybody's nervous. You got a big speech tomorrow. You're going to be inducted into the Canadian Figure Skating Hall of Fame. So congratulations.
Thank you, Rod.
From all of us. But nerves, everybody's uptight. What is it? Is it the beginning of an Olympic cycle? Is it the post-Olympic season?
There is so much riding on this competition for these skaters, and it's interesting. You watch them practice, and they're flying. They're nowhere near doing that out on the competition ice. If these skaters can finish in the top 5, they earn a spot on the national team, which means they get to represent Canada internationally. They receive much-needed funding. Also on the line, spots for the junior world team, spots for 4 continents, the world team. These skaters know it, and they're fighting, as you say, trying to put themselves in position for the Olympics down the road.
Everybody is introspective right now about Canadian figure skating, talking about it being sort of a low time, a low ebb without really any big stars. There are stars on the horizon, however, and this is Canada's largest world team since 1995. Now, the reason that Canada will send 2 women to the Worlds is because of the defending champion Jennifer Robinson. This is her competition right here, right now, to lose. She is sitting in a very good position.
Yes, she is. Because she won her qualifying round and she won the short program, it is her competition to lose. If she wins the long program or finishes second, she will remain the champion.
Here's Michelle Curry, who is in second place, and she was very much a contender a couple of years ago, has had some injury problems, but skated well in the short program.
She did. She was a little bit shaky in the qualifying round, and her coach, Cynthia, said to her, look, there is nothing more you could have done in the last 2 years to prepare for this competition. You're ready physically, you're ready mentally, and now you darn well deserve to go out and skate. And she did that in the short program.
Joannie Rochette is one of those stars on the horizon we've been talking about. However, she has had to really speed up her preparation and catch up because of injury as well. And she is a former junior champion a couple of years ago. And Joannie Rochette is a skater to watch.
She is a skater of the future and of the here and now. 16 years of age, a complete skater. She finished 5th at the Junior World Championships last year. As you said, she was injured this season and so has only been back on the ice for 2 months, but she is looking fit and healthy and is one to watch in this competition.
So a very intense warm-up right now for these skaters. Final flight for the national championship. This is Lea Heppner, another former junior champion. When she won her junior title in 1999, she quit skating after that, had stress fracture problems in her leg. She is really someone here who is the X factor because she skated so well in the short program, and she has a shot here at the podium.
She was injured and she wanted to go back to university and concentrate on her studies. She was studying kinesiology, got intrigued by the mind-body connection in sport, and she used that connection to her advantage in the short program, which earned her a trip to the final flight.
From Calgary, Lea Heppner. Annie Belmar, talk about mind and body and the connection, and there has been a disconnect over the years for Annie Belmar, who is loaded with talent. It's been trying to lay down 2 or 3 programs at a competition.
Well, she has not had good success in the long program this year in competition. Skate Canada, she managed 1 clean triple, the same in Skate America, in the qualifying 2 clean triples. She is a powerful jumper, a beautiful jumper. She's got to control her nerves.
Yeah, the nerves are what we've been talking about all week, and the skater over the last 5 or 6 years who has controlled them best, this young woman, 26-year-old Jennifer Robinson, on the verge of a 6th title. It would put her 2nd all-time on the great list of Canadian women skaters, ahead of Karen Magnuson, and would make it 5 in a row.
The danger of being in first place so comfortably as Jennifer is sitting back and resting on your laurels. Jennifer has improved this year. She's more powerful and she's jumping higher, but she has to attack in the program to show that here in the competition. And for her confidence building into what she hopes is the World Championships, she needs to nail the triple jumps here in this competition.
And 11 years her junior is Lauren Wilson, 15-year-old. A few teenagers in this large field. We have had some skaters already on ice. Lauren Wilson is one of those, 15-year-old from London who trains in Barrie.
Lauren and her mother moved to Barrie in October to train with Doug and Michelle Lee and Jennifer Robinson. She is not a powerful big jumper, but this is a girl who has proved in competition that she is a consistent jumper. A fall there on her triple Lutz.
So Jennifer Robinson on the verge of making some skating history. There was a thought that Jennifer might skate away and move on to coaching, on to her life. She is a married woman now, and she says she wants to keep skating for Canada. Earned Canada 2 placements at the World Championships. And again, as we mentioned, the prohibitive favorite here, Jennifer Robinson, who won her first title back in 1996.
And she's working on a triple sal, triple loop. She wants to put that out here. I saw it in practice, and she can handle it nicely. So key that the skaters get comfortable into the ice, what often can happen is in a warm-up is your nerves get the better of you, your tension rises up into your shoulders, and then you lose contact with your legs, which is key if you're to land your jumps. So the skaters here trying to just get themselves comfortable, get a feel for the ice and a good feeling about the environment.
If you're just joining us after a couple of eventful days here, some strange happenings last night in the pairs competition, some surprises, and one of the things that this crowd, this town wanted to see in the final flight was young Nicole Watt of Melfort, Saskatchewan. And if you're just joining us, she had to pull out yesterday after a flare-up from her juvenile rheumatoid arthritis. She wanted to skate here so badly at the national championships, has had problems with her knee, and yesterday was forced to bow out of this competition, much to the chagrin of all of her fans. She is adored in this province.
She'll be dearly missed.
So here we go for the national title. Michelle Curry has a shot, but she's going to need some help too. Remember that they have a qualifier earlier in the week, which is worth 20%, short program worth 30%, and now this worth 50%. Jennifer Robinson dominated both categories, so she really is in control here.
There are 3 ladies tied for second place, virtually Michelle Curry, Joannie Rochette, Annie Belmar. Whoever skates best can earn a spot on the world team. Michelle Curry will skate to Rhapsody. Michelle has 7 triple jumps planned in this program, and she will open here with her triple flip. Very nice. Coming up now, her most difficult triple Lutz in combination, and didn't take off, didn't get up in the air. Singling a double axel, and 99% of all problems in your jump occur on the takeoff. And it's when the skater rushes the takeoff that they aren't able to execute the jumps. She opened with a lovely triple flip, has to settle down now, get back into her knees for this triple salchow. Triple toe loop. Let's see if she can build on it. Nice triple loop, and there she fought for that landing. at a triple Lutz coming up. She singled the first. She needs this. No.
No. One at the end. But we talked about this cauldron of nerves out here. And Michelle Curry is the first victim in this final flight. Now she has to wait and see how everybody else tries to conquer the nerves and the rest of the field. And Joannie Rochette, former junior champion, is coming up next at the BMO Financial Group Canadian Championships on CTV. It can be a strange sport. It can be a very cruel sport. From one day you're on top of the world and the next day it just does not work.
Her coach, Cynthia Allmark, and she's as frustrated as Michelle because she's watched her do it every day in practice. Look at that triple flip at the opening of her program and how easy she made that look. She is a very competent jumper. Here, a combination that she landed, her triple toe, double toe. She did do 2 triple toes, but those are the easiest triple jumps. This was the jump she needed, the triple Lutz. If you want to go to Worlds, you need your triple Lutz. That one she turned to a double. The first one she opened to a single.
And her strength is in her technical side, her ability to land the jumps. Presentation usually isn't as high as her technical merit marks. It will be difficult for Michelle Curry to take aim at the top 2 spots unless others also fall. Presentation marks around the same range. Other skaters have already been on the ice. Michelle Curry is the leader, but again, we have 5 to come here in this final flight, including young Joannie Rochette. Bronze medalist at her first senior competition last year. That's a pretty big leap from the junior ranks, which she won the year before. She will be 17 years old next week. She'd like to unwrap a little birthday gift a week early right here.
Again, this is her first competition this season. Because of an injury, she missed the Grand Prix circuit. Joannie skating with a lot of speed into her opening triple loop.
Oh,
beautiful.
Nice. And this is a skater who has both the jumps and the artistry. Important
series of jumps. Planned triple toe, half loop, triple salchow. Couldn't hold on to the landing of the final jump, but you can see she is a lovely jumper. She has good height. And I like the way she attacks her jump. She goes in with great speed. She went back to the drawing board last year, relearned a single Lutz. She has been struggling in practice. Here it comes. Whoa.
very talented skaters from very strong province of Quebec. She hails from Île-du-Pas, Quebec.
Second triple flip planned. Doubled it. Not only does she attack going into her jump, she weaves the jump into her program. Doesn't telegraph her jump. It's much more difficult. See that triple salchow right out of footwork. Piece of music, program choreographed by Jeffrey Buttles, choreographer David Wilson. What a bright light, Joannie Rochette. Few weaknesses to her skating.
She did have a couple of misses, but she had a lot of hits. What a great jumper. Great future ahead for this Quebec skater. Joannie Rochette coaches Manon Perron, Nathalie Martin, and some emotion in the kiss and cry area from a very strong performance from Joannie Rochette, who does have a chance to get into the top two here.
She's overcome a lot this season, including an injury. Great speed into her opening jump, goes right into the triple loop. Good, solid jump. Now, to her coach's credit, they were not happy with the takeoff to her triple Lutz last year, and they said, nope, we're going back to the drawing board now, and we're fixing it. We're not waiting. She is still not comfortable with the triple Lutz, has not been comfortable all week in practice, but better that you take the time, fix it now for the future.
Had the guts to go out and do it. Good fighter, tremendous athlete, and artist. Should be ranked ahead of Michelle Curry here. Now, another skater you're going to hear a lot about in the future, and future nationals, is Joannie, but some have skated already. Marianne Dubuc, who was a contemporary in the junior ranks of Joannie, and also Cynthia Phaneuf, who also skated earlier. You're going to hear a lot more about these young girls down the road.
And you talked about Joannie did have some mistakes for sure, but the strength of all of her elements, her musicality, her expression, beautiful spins, help her second marks, the presentation marks.
So she is now ranked ahead of Michelle Curry with 4 skaters to come and a chance perhaps to go to the World Championships. Keep in mind that Skate Canada will make the final decision for the team. It's not necessarily 1 and 2. I think some people would prefer just going with the top 2 competitors year in and year out like the Americans do.
It does make it tough on the competitors not to know. Simplest thing, know what the spots are and fight for them, and those who stand up when they should get to go.
And on ice right now is Lea Heppner from Calgary, a former junior champion. Good story here.
Lea's music, Why Should I Cry For You by Sting. She had a clean, short program, earned herself a spot in the final flight. first major competition in 2 seasons. Opening with her triple Lutz. Triple toe, double toe. Building now for her triple loop, double.
As we told you earlier, Lea stepped away from skating to concentrate on her education. At the University of Calgary, she studies kinesiology. She's in her 4th year, majoring in mind sciences. She had some injury problems, missed skating a lot, and has a chance to make it to the top 5 here and be part of the national team.
I think she had unfinished business. She was teaching some skating and said after hours she just started to skate and it felt so good, and that's why she's back. Here comes her triple flip. Oh! Down with the free leg on the landing. Well, when you haven't competed for a number of years and you can come out and skate like this in your first major competition, a fine effort for Lea Heppner.
Yeah, good for her. She'll be heading to Italy next week to compete at the World University Games. Annie Belmar coming up next. Annie Belmar will be spinning shortly. Jeff Buttle will spin later tonight. Men's free skates still ahead. Annie Belmar with a huge opportunity here to get back on the world team. And for Lea Heppner, I don't think there were any ideas or dreams of heading to the World Championship. This is not what the Canadians were about to her.
I think she overcome huge obstacles to make it to the final flight. That was quite an accomplishment there. And also to land a triple Lutz. She opened with a triple Lutz, had a nice triple toe combination.
4-7.
And you know, as she was struggling with some of her other jumps, she held on to her program. You could see that she kept driving through it, didn't give up.
4-8.
Three skaters to come, Annie Belmar, then Jennifer Robinson, then Lauren Wilson. And these marks, Lea Heppner's marks, will be really gauged against Lauren Wilson, the final skater, for that 5th place. Number 5 spot. Right now she's currently 3rd, so kind of on the bubble for the national team.
Notre prochaine concurrente du Québec, Annie Belmar.
Well, Annie Belmar has kind of suffered the same dilemma that Emmanuel Sandou has through the years.
I think she struggled even more so than Emmanuel, and particularly this year, as we mentioned earlier, she has not had any kind of success in the long program in competition. And you can hear the crowd is willing her on. They know she can do it.
Great chance here for Annie Belmar.
She will skate to Embraceable You. Double axel. Nice. This now the key jump for Annie Belmar. It's her triple Lutz.
Yes! She flies.
And now the triple loop. Nope, double. Can she pull it back together? Here's her triple flip. Was choreographed by Canadian champion José Chouinard. Light and playful in attitude.
Last time the Nationals were held in Saskatoon, José was the Canadian women's champion.
Another fall and a triple flip. Double axel into a triple toe loop. Planned a triple sal cow. Couldn't hang on to the landing again.
Such an elegant skater and a real talent, but it's becoming a broken record, isn't it, for Annie Belmar?
And when you see the skaters skate so much better in practice than in competition, it makes you question their mental training. I think that problem has to be addressed across the board here. Annie Belmar, Jennifer Robinson, next to skate.
We are back in Saskatoon. What a terrific host again to these national championships. Joannie Rochette is our leader. Michelle Curry is second. Lea Heppner is third. Annie Belmar had a golden opportunity to move right up there, and certainly will be, you have to think, in the mix. We may have to count mistakes up right now because no one has been perfect. Jennifer Robinson sitting pretty right now in first place, and a really good chance for another Canadian title. But for Annie Belmar, it's still maybe between the ears, huh?
Well, look at this triple Lutz. See how she rides the back edge, settles in, and her body rotates as one, so she's able to land cleanly on one foot. What happens is when a skater rushes their timing, watch the entrance to the flip, her upper body starts to rotate ahead of her lower body, and she's twisted in the air. She can't rotate quickly as a unit, doesn't get the height. She spins instead of jumping up and rotating.
We harp on it continually about, and we have this week, about nerves, but also how it is with focus for these athletes at this event, and focus period. Is it necessary, do you think, for some of these skaters to have a mind doctor, a sports psychologist around all the time?
You know what, I think it's essential. With what these skaters are going out and attempting in these competitions under incredible pressure, their mental training has to now come up to the level of their physical training. They're doing it in practice. They are well trained. Many of these skaters work with sports psychologists at home. They need to bring them to the competition and really work this thing out.
I wonder also what happens on the ice. There are a lot of mistakes made by the skaters beforehand, that it doesn't put a lot of pressure on the skater behind to be at their best. And right now, Annie Belmar is in second place despite those mistakes. And here is the Canadian champion. 5 times, and a chance to make it 5 in a row here to grab her 6th tonight.
She needs to keep it going here. This is her triple Lutz. Ah, that was a lovely jump. That had the height, complete rotation. Are free to change as they like in the free program. Triple flip.
She already has landed more triples than any of the other competitors in their programs.
Into her triple loop. on the takeoff, did a double. And now a second triple Lutz. Maybe a touchdown with her free foot on the landing. Jennifer is more fluid and graceful in this performance, and she's really taking advantage of her long limb.
Final 30 seconds to a 6th Canadian title. She wanted to earn it. Did not want it handed to her. She did. Say hello to the 6-time national women's champion. I know there's one competitor left, but give it to her. It's over. Well, the favorite delivers. It wasn't the best that she has ever skated, but certainly good enough under the circumstances where no one has risen up. One skater to come still, but Lauren Wilson is too far back to make a dent. Her role out on the ice is to try to crack the top 5. Jennifer Robinson will get first place ordinals across the board. That's her husband, by the way, Shane Dennison.
Jennifer went after it. She attacked this performance. Look at that triple Lutz. That was a beauty. She had good height and control, a nice landing, so she could do a double toe on the end. Here's her triple Salchow. Her upper body was swinging, so she wasn't together to do the triple loop on the end of that jump, and she'll need that for the World Championships and international competitions. Watch her triple flip, particularly watch the landing here. It looked like a slight touchdown with the free foot, but it's hard to tell with Jennifer. So let's take a closer look. There's the takeoff. She picks in, rotates, and no, I don't think that helped her land the jump. I think she was over. There were a couple of triples where she did land solidly on 2 feet. She will not be given credit for those jumps.
5-4.
5-4s, 5-5, 5-6s.
5-4, 5-5.
Presentation marks will be a little bit better, and once again, Jennifer Robinson will be the national champion. Make it 6 times. Only Constance Wilson Samuel, who won 9, 7 in a row at one time in the 30s, has won more. I don't think Jennifer Robinson is going to be sticking in for 9, but you never know. The way she's skating, she has not been challenged.
Somebody's got to go up and get it if they want to take it off her, because she's not going to give it up easily.
Oh my God.
Our next competitor represents Western Ontario, Lauren Wilson.
15-year-old Lauren Wilson from London, Ontario, trains with Jennifer Robinson and the Mariposa skaters. And Barry, not easy making the move from junior to senior ranks. She was the junior champion a year ago.
Skating to Mr. Holland's opus. She has competed twice on the Junior Grand Prix circuit this year, finishing 8th both times. And she will open here with her triple flip double toe. That was a single. triple Salchow. Slowing down going into her jump. She's got to go after them. Now this is her most difficult triple. It's a triple Lutz. There. Here gathering herself and thinking about her triple loop. Good effort. She's fighting back. And now a triple Lutz. Twisted the upper body, turned it to a single. It's very important for the young ladies to include as many triple jumps and make a name for themselves, and Lauren has done that, and that's what has earned her spots on the junior world team and earned her a berth in the final flight here. She is normally a consistent jumper, but because she's struggling with her jumps here, she will not get high marks for the second set of marks because there is not a lot of fast skating and footwork between the jumps, something that she will work on in the future.
Nice spiral. She can take solace in the fact that so many skaters have come from the junior to senior ranks, and it takes time. Jennifer Robinson was once also a junior champion. It took her a couple of years.
You know what I like about Lauren is she's not giving up. At 15, she could get spooked by a fall, but she's not. She's fighting after the jumps. Again, fighting right to the end. That's a difficult triple flip at the end of her program.
Tough one for last year's junior champion, but her first foray at the senior level. Back to the drawing board for next year. The junior champion from 2 years ago, Joannie Rochette, however, what a memorable day. Looks like she's headed to the World Championships along with Jennifer Robinson. They will finish 1-2 at the BMO Financial Group Championships.
Need some more miles.
Needs more miles, that's exactly it. Doug Lee, Michelle Lee, coaches for Lauren Wilson. Those are really good words of advice.
Lauren backing here into her triple Lutz. Now, it was landed on 2 feet, but I like the fact that having missed the first 2 triples, she went after the third one. She could have given up there, but she did keep fighting through the program. There's her triple loop. But, you know, Lauren went out to attempt 7 triple jumps. There's no room for error, and I know the skaters want to win and they want to succeed internationally, but by forcing themselves to do so many triple jumps, you know, we're kind of taking away the performance from them, too. You look at yesterday, Elizabeth Putnam, who skated within herself and delivered 2 clean programs, one with her partner Sean Wirtz to win 2 bronze medals. And that was just good, clean skating and skating within yourself.
We do have some tremendous women skaters. We don't have a lot of great jumpers, and that's the thing. You still have to have jumpers and skaters. It's a double-edged sword. Jennifer Robinson, Canadian champion again. How about that? Joannie Rochette, what a big move. Looks like she's going to the World Championships. I cannot see Skate Canada not sending her.
Not the way she skated tonight, and not with the amount of potential that Joannie Rochette has. She's headed to the top.
Lea Heppner makes it to the national team. She'll get karting, she'll get funding for the year, she'll get international assignments. Good story. Cynthia Phaneuf, a name we'll watch down the road. Nicole Watt, of course, disappointing that she could not skate, but she says she will get back on practice ice when she's healthy, and we'll get ready for next year. And now with the 6-time national champion, here's Dave.
And Rod, I've just told Jennifer I'm running out of questions to ask you on Saturday at the Nationals, but I'll just put it like this. 6 titles, 5 in a row, something that hasn't been accomplished in almost 70 years. What does that mean?
That's unbelievable, you know, just to have such a level of consistency, and for me to grow in this sport. Everybody's watched, you know, right when I came up from junior, when I don't even know, 1990 something, to now. It's been such an evolution, and I'm so happy of this accomplishment, and I'm happy that you know, no matter what it takes to go out at a national championships and to be able to do it, it's outstanding.
Well, that leads to kind of a question I was thinking of while I was watching you skate tonight. There are so many young girls, coast to coast, watching tonight thinking, boy, if I could just win one. And with all the experience that you have, you know, what one piece of advice could you pass along at this time?
I think my best piece of advice is to really understand yourself. I know exactly what I need for myself, my mind, my body, to get the job done, and you really have to understand yourself to be able to do it. Sometimes I think young kids look up to the people who have accomplished something and try to emulate exactly what they've done. But this is my path, and this is what it's taken for me to get the job done, and it's not the same for them or for whoever it is. But find your own way and know yourself, and really believe in your heart that you can do the things that the rest of us have achieved.
6 titles. You going back for a 7th?
To be continued. I don't know. We'll see. I'm just going to enjoy this moment so much right now.
Congratulations. Well earned, Jennifer.
Thank you.
And off to another world championship. We called her Tiger a few years ago. She has been the Tiger of women's skating in Canada. And her first title as a married woman, too. Her husband enjoying that moment. And Joannie Rochette, 2nd place, the runner-up, former junior champion, skated well as well. Once again, here's Dave.
With Joannie Rochette, 3rd last year, 2nd this year, you're climbing steadily.
Yeah, that's great. I didn't have to skate in my life, but I'm just happy with the result I got here. And, like, I got a lot of time off this year. I'm just happy to be here. Just skated okay, but still, I'm 2nd, so that's great.
Well, yeah, you have had a lot of time off because you've had to battle some injuries, so this has been a well-earned silver medal you won tonight.
Yeah, I had a stress fracture, so I had to take like 10 weeks off, and it was a little hard when I came back because I only have like 6 weeks to get ready for nationals. So maybe I was not 100% ready, but I'm really happy with what I did this week, and it's great.
Well, there's a lot of fans out there watching tonight that are looking forward to watching you in years to come. Congratulations, Joannie.
Thank you.
Rod?
And watching her, Dave, in a couple of months in the U.S. Capitol, Washington, the site of this year's World Championships. Joannie Rochette, Jennifer Robinson, part of Team Canada. The original dance will go back and take a look back at the OD when we come back.